before 2 days ago, I'd never really been in a street fight.
Well, I've been in plenty.
Yeah, I can feel that from you. Yeah, it's gotten out of hand.
We can agree on that.
Got me thinking, what if we just walk away?
Well, now you're starting to talk.
But then I was like, nah.
I'm pedaling hard through the humid back roads of Shelby Springs, my backpack stuffed with $36,000 in cash, money I got from selling my car to my old mentor, Mr. Chin, to bail out my cousin, Mikey, and buy a truck for our new transport gig. The sun's beating down, cicadas are screaming, and the road's a dusty ribbon stretching through nowhere. Suddenly, a police cruiser rams me off my bike, sending me sprawling into the dirt. My heart's pounding, anger and shock mixing like a bad cocktail. 2 cops, let's call them Smirk and Grunt, swagger out, all fake authority. They search my bag, spot the cash, and label it drug money without a second thought. They're using some legal loophole called civil asset forfeiture to steal it right out from under me. I try to explain it's legit, but their smirks say they don't care. They leave me stranded, my plans in tatters, and I'm fuming. Nobody messes with my family like that. I limp into the Shelby Springs Town Hall, a stuffy building with flickering fluorescent lights and peeling paint. My ribs ache from the crash, but I'm focused, gotta get that money back to save Mikey. The clerk, a weaselly guy I'll call paper pusher, brushes me off like I'm nothing. No public defender here, he says, barely looking up. I'm ready to lose it when a court worker, let's call her ally, overhears. She's got this quiet fire in her eyes, like she's seen too much of this town's BS. She pulls me aside, explains how the cops use civil forfeiture to fund their dirty operation, and promises to prep paperwork if I can scrape together $10,000 by Thursday to stop Mikey's transfer to state prison. Mikey's a marked man there, snitched on a gang leader years ago. I'm grateful but desperate, time's ticking and I'm flat broke. I call Mr. Chin, my old business partner who runs a Chinese restaurant up in Percyville. He's a grizzled Korean War vet who taught me half of what I know. I'm pacing outside a gas station, the phone pressed to my ear, sweat dripping down my neck. He agrees to send $10,000 via money order, but it'll take time. I'm relieved but on edge. Thursday's deadline is looming, and Mikey's life is on the line. I head to the police station to file a report, hoping to play by the rules. Big mistake. The chief, a slimy snake I'll call Kingpin, and his goon Grunt confront me. I show them the receipt from my car sale, proving the cash is clean, but Kingpin's got this predatory grin. He says he'll resolve it Monday, but his eyes say he's playing me. I'm not just fighting for money now, it's personal. Monday rolls around, and I'm back at the station, hope hanging by a thread. But Kingpin's pulled a fast one. The prison bus with Mikey's already gone, hours ahead of schedule. I'm livid, sprinting to my bike and chasing that bus down the highway, tires screaming against the asphalt. The wind's whipping my face as I catch up, shouting through the window for Mikey to stay sharp in prison. My heart's breaking, he's family, and I failed him. Back in town, I call Mr. Chin again, but the cops raided his restaurant. Kingpin's doing, no doubt. I'm out of options, sleeping in the woods like a hunted animal, my mind racing with plans. Ally warns me she's digging into the corruption and might have pissed off the wrong people. We're in this together now, but the walls are closing in. I'm done playing nice. Back at the station, I confront Kingpin and Grunt. I'm a Marine, trained in close quarters combat, and they don't know what's coming. I move like lightning, disarming Grunt with a wrist lock and slamming Kingpin's face into his desk. The camera spins, capturing every crack of bone and grunt of pain. I force the desk cop, let's call her Switch, to hand over $10,000 from their stash. Ally helps me post Mikey's bail at the courthouse, but the cops catch up, cuffing me as I'm dragged out. My blood's boiling, but I'm not done yet. They take me to a hospital where Kingpin offers a deal, my remaining $26,000, the truck, and a free pass if I leave town. I find out Mikey's been stabbed in prison, Kingpin's taunting me with it. I take the deal, but it's a lie. I'm planning my next move. Ally's been digging and she's found gold. Dozens of misdemeanor cases like Mikey's, held for exactly 90 days with sky-high bails. It's a racket. Kingpin's using seized cash to fund his department, all while dodging a wrongful death lawsuit. We're in her tiny apartment, papers strewn everywhere, the air thick with coffee and fear. She's scared but determined, and I'm starting to trust her. We need evidence, so we plan to break into the town hall for dashcam footage of my arrest. The stakes are insane. If we're caught, we're dead. I'm haunted by Mikey's stabbing, but it's fueling my resolve. This town's rotten, and I'm gonna rip it open. It's night, an ally and I sneak into the town hall, a creaky old building with security cameras blinking like eyes. My heart's pounding as we pry open a file room door, the lockpick scraping in the silence. Allies hacking the system for the dashcam SD card while I keep watch, my senses on overdrive. Suddenly, alarms blare, someone tipped them off. Allies nabbed by Smirk, and I'm cornered. I make a desperate deal with Kingpin, return the SD card for Ally's life. I'm sweating, thinking I've got an ally in Switch, the desk cop, but she's a snake, destroys the card and pulls a gun on me. At the last second, Ally's real informant, a quiet cop I'll call Shadow, steps in, taking out Switch with a clean shot. My head's spinning, betrayal stings, but we've got a fighting chance. Kingpin's called me to Rebel Ridge, a dusty hill outside town, for a final exchange. I'm driving the truck they gave me, Ally in the passenger seat, both of us knowing this is a trap. The ridge is stark, red dirt, sparse trees, and a horizon that feels like the edge of the world. Kingpin's there with Smirk and Grunt, armed to the teeth. I'm ready, though, my Marine training kicks in. The shootout's chaos. Bullets ping off the truck, I dive for cover, returning fire with a stolen pistol. Allies scrambling to safety, her screams cutting through the gunfire. I take down Grunt with a headshot, then tackle Smirk in a brutal hand-to-hand brawl, my fists pounding like hammers. Kingpin tries to run, but Shadow shows up, pinning him with evidence from Allies' files. The cops are exposed, and I'm standing tall, bloodied but unbroken. The feds roll into Shelby Springs, cuffs clinking as Kingpin and his crew are hauled off. Allies' files blew the lid off their operation, and the town's breathing easier. I'm at Mikey's grave, the weight of his loss heavy on my chest. I tell Ally I'm heading out, gotta find a new start somewhere else. She hugs me, tears in her eyes, and I feel a flicker of hope. This town tried to break me, but I broke it instead. I climb into my truck, the open road calling, and drive off as the sun sets, knowing I did right by Mikey. And that was Rebel Ridge, a slow-burn thriller that explodes into action, with a hero who fights the system and wins, barely. If you love this recap, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Until next time, stay sharp and take care.